Hello my fellow geeks, I'm Mark, and today on Elite Geek I'm going to show you the greatly overpriced piece of plastic I bought just for you. This is the vat that comes with the Anycubic Photon Mono, the smaller, the 6-inch version. And I have another video, if you haven't seen it, where it shows how the vat works or how it doesn't work when you have to replace it. These have been unicorns, completely impossible to find replacements, but this just arrived. This is the OEM replacement for the Anycubic Photon Mono. This is what comes in the package. It was wrapped in foam, so it actually came packaged fairly nicely. It seems pretty strong, I guess. I paid $35.99 for 2 of these, so they were ridiculously expensive, but it should make this a super crazy easy install. So that's what we're going to try today. We're going to install this. The goal is to not need a spacer or my Mono X spacer. You shouldn't need either one of those with this. We should just screw it in. It should be a really boring video where I just screw in a cover and then try and print and let you know if it works. We'll get the old one out of the way. We've got the vat. It looks like it's not cleaned very well, so I'll get a little IPA and a rag and get this good and clean. So you want to make sure you get all of the extra off of here before we do anything. I am still wearing gloves. I'm gonna make sure I've got gloves on. I do have eye protection just in case. Now this does come with detailed instructions. You can see here, take out the screws, put the FEP in, and tighten the screws. I think I can handle that. I have been known to screw things up before though. So this just comes with plastic wrapping on it. Take that off. Very clingy wrapping, I can't get it off. So we put this, so we've got the screw side down and it just fits in there. Okay, these have 2mm screws that we'll use. I've got my wrench here. Everything does seem to be pre-punched properly. I'm going to use my normal spacing here, so I'm going to just put in these each in just a little bit, just for hand finger tensioning. What I'm going to do to save a little time, since these are all pre-punched, I'm going to go ahead and put all the screws in, make that easier. I'll say there's only a little bit of play in this. There's not very much, not as much as I have, but I think the purpose is this vat cover or this frame won't screw in very far, so it doesn't have to be as loose as it does with some of the other frames that we use. Okay, now all the screws are in. Now I'm just going to go around and lightly tighten each one of them just enough so the screw is even with the frame. Now one thing I've started doing is I put my finger up against the screw when I do this, and because I have had a couple times, especially with these 2mm, I like the ones with the 2.5mm. It's easier to keep them in place. I've had a couple times where I've been putting these 2mm screws in place, not in this vat specifically, and my finger slipped as I was tightening it down and it bounced and ended up on the FEP, and I ruined an InFEP, which is, I ruined a large size $25 InFEP yesterday, and it about made me sick. So I'm going to go around here and just slowly tighten each one of these around. Now this should be in place and glued in place, so it will stretch as I go. So I don't think it's super duper important how these go in, what order they go in, but I'm going to follow my normal inside out spacing, and I'm not going to tighten them down all the way. Okay, so I get each one of these in. I'm just going to go all the way around. Okay, so I've got them all just started a little bit. Now I'm just going to kind of go around in the same order and get them. I just like to go in so I don't screw any of them all the way down right off the bat. I kind of just, I'm not going down as far as the frame. To me, it's really important as you put these in to not stretch it one way or another. That's the main thing. Okay, now this time I'll go down enough to get the frame even with the vat, which is about another turn and a half for me. All right, so now I don't know how much further these are going to go down. I think, yeah. So another another about a 360-degree turn gets it almost there. I can feel it's almost there. Ooh, I can hear it cracking. I don't like that. Okay, that's all of them. Now I'll just tighten it down. It's another quarter of a turn. I'm not going to tune this because the way they set this, it should come basically pre-tuned from the factory. It just says, the instructions just say, screw it down. Like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Is that bowing? It looks to me like it's bowing. We are going to check the tune though before I print with it. It's weird. There's a spot there that I can't feel. It looks like there's something there. I don't know if that's an imperfection in it or if the frame wasn't smooth underneath. I'm not sure, but I can see it. It looks weird. It makes me a little nervous, but I can't feel anything, so I don't know. Okay, now set this on its side. Sounds about right. So you can't see that, but it's 314 hertz. It's fine. So that's right in the range where we want it to be. So that tested out well. So I'm going to go install it and print with it and see how it goes. So I guess we'll be back after that. Okay, so it worked. I don't know what else we need than that. I printed a couple models that I'm testing right now. A couple of dudes to go on the website, elitegeekminis.com. One of them did break a leg. It was not in printing. It actually printed fine. It broke off while I was cleaning it, so that's probably a support issue on my side. So a couple of them here. The finish on them looks just fine. I need to fix the supports. Those are all in testing, but it was a good test for this. So now that we have it and they are available and you can get them and install them, it is an easy install. I'll give it that. That is the fastest FEP replacement I've ever done. The print finish on this one, it turned out just fine. It was all good. Even though I forgot PTFE lube, which I would have done. Would I recommend buying them now? No, not for $35.99. That's crazy. That's crazy money. That's nearly NFEP for Mono X prices. I mean, come on. If it was half of that, you know, maybe. If would I pay $7 for one? Yeah, maybe. If I wanted them just to be there and I was in a hurry, but really, for that price, I can have one of these. This is the Solvovat. I reviewed these. This is the PTFE version. This one is awesome. It's super easy to clean. It's just really hard to see the levels in it. I wish they did that better. It's also metal. It's heavy. It's heavy. And it comes with these handy protective covers that you use to store them. And it's like $22. Like, I can get this whole vat with a FEP in it for almost the price of those FEP replacements. That makes no sense at all. So I think those are marked up. I'll be honest, I use the black one more often than the green one. I like the green ones, they're easier to clean, but I mean, I can see the levels on this just so much better, which is very handy when I don't plan on ever taking these out. So hopefully I just got caught in price gouging because I was in a hurry because I wanted to show you if they work or not, and they do. They're just super duper overpriced at the moment. Hopefully once they're more readily available, the Anycubic will like knock that price in half. I bet they will. But if you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see tested next. Although I have way more things to test right now than I have time. And my printers are going literally non-stop right now. If you do want one of these other vats, check out my reviews. There's a link up in the corner. I'm sure I've not forgotten that. Until next time, remember, if you're going to be a geek, be an elite geek. But don't spend $36 for these things. They were on Anycubic's website, and the price seemed reasonable then for a 2-pack. I think they were like $16, but they're not even listed there anymore. They've been taken down. It makes me sick how much I pay for these things.